Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall says 10:15 on Saturday night. Getting this out of the way because I'm on the road early in the morning, going on another tour, like Willie Nelson, on the road again. Going for a week, picking up two, I think, I think it's of a Merc, regular Merc, in Dublin, the West End, at 9 o'clock, heading for Kinsale. They're staying in Acton's and I'm in the Kinsale Hotel. 2 nights in Dingle, one in Galway, one in Derry, 2 in Belfast, 1 in Navan. But that'll be Saturday night, so I'll be pulling the pin on Saturday evening, and maybe Listowel on Sunday for me. Listowel is next week. It's always a good meeting. We had with no winner today. Probably should have won, I thought, in Alaise. Jim Crowley, as well as a few of the English jockeys, were too far back. I don't know what he was waiting for coming around the turn. He should have made the move on the outside, I thought, because Moore was gone. He got a freebie up front. Of course, the one we backed, Meditate, with Moore in it, he got jammed in a pocket on the rail and flew up the stretch to finish fourth. Can't get him right at all, him or Dottore. Nashua as well ran very well, but Holly was too far back. Came with a rattling run. They weren't learning from each race, I thought. You'd imagine that they'd be studying the races, or what do they be at between races, to see what's going on. We had Hickory placed. James Jungle ran well enough, but was fourth. Aztec Empire must have blown a gasket or something, pulled up back at the field. Anyway, it's one of those days, as my mama said, there'll be days like this. The reason getting this is getting it out of the way for fear anyone might have tips to put up. There's a couple I fancy tomorrow. So the one in the first race is Albasheer. Tipped this up 2 runs back in Goodwood, and the ground was against it. Big time, heavy ground that day. Didn't tip Anthony in the race in the last year, dead heated with Summergan. Put up £3 for that. But if you look back at this run, it's back, it was second to Chindit as a 2-year-old, and it was 6th to St. Mark's Basilica. That was in the Dewhurst. Only ran twice in 2021. Didn't run at all in 2022. They persisted with it. It was rated 103. Came down to 95. It had a good run in the Curragh before, when it was behind Strike Red. But it seems to be just getting into form. But if you look at its last run, the way the turn of foot that it showed, when we joined the race here, it's actually at the back, very back of the field, second from the left, and it waits for a gap that didn't come for a while. Then it came and it flew home.
Contest, the big board on the near side still travelling well though, shaken up now by Callum Rodriguez. The green man switched to the rail down the centre. Mums Tipple trying hard together with Lethal Levi. Araz has been switched to the far right, also Temple Brewer trying to come from the back as well, but it's the big board who's sticking to it very gamely. On the near side running on is Samagan. He's come from behind. Albasheer's run into a bit of a pocket. Samagan, they're just in front. Albasheer chasing hard, to the line they go. Albasheer just from Samagan, I think, in a photo. Araz was third, then the big board for Temple.
Both of them went up £3 for that. I think there's more in the locker there for that horse. Them paying 6 places. I'd be sweet enough on that to be definitely in the first 6. So I might go a little bit extra than the pint win, like £1.5 win each way on that. Bit of money for fresh there tonight, but that was behind that in that race. It has its measure, I think. In the big race of the day is Oh, that's the Flying Five. Hold the line. Where are we? The big race is the 4:35. Kyprios, four wins for the bus last year, including Royal Ascot. To 7-4 yesterday. How it'll turn out is anybody's guess, really. But the money suggests that it will be fit enough. Still only 5. Won 6 races last year, including the first race way back to that was the Savile Beg, wasn't it, in Navan, 5-1. Won an Ascot run, and Goodwood, the Curragh, won the Ledger last year, won this race, and then won the Prix de Cadron in Longchamp. I hope it runs there this year. We'll be able to see it. There's a bet in that race, though, I think, without Kyprios. Eldarov is 13-8. I think that will have more toe than Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson is more a stayer, I thought. It's rated 117 as against 111. It does get to £3, but that's £2 well in. If in the event that Kyprios wasn't back to full, he wouldn't need to be fully fit, but he'd want to be 85%. Eldarov, I think, would be the one at 13-8. I think that's a good bet at 13-8 to be second. And in the concluding race, a horse that I tipped up the other day and didn't run, I was told it was kept for this. A 3-year-old won it last year. Johnny Murta had the 1, 2, 3 in that race last year. Curragh won it last year. But Genuine Article, lightly raced 3-year-old, well, is going all right. There's talk that Take Heart is fancied, Johnny Murta's horse. Murta's hit a bit of form lately. But the step up and trip from 8.5 furlongs in Galway to the 10 in the Curragh for Genuine Article is a plus, I think. I'm down here. It took all this time to win a maiden in Killarney over 8. Third first time out over 8.5. Stayed on well, I thought, in Galway. The step up and trip is a plus. It's an each way bet. It was an 8-1 shot earlier. It's 10-1 in places, 9-1. Paying 6 places there with most of the top bookies. That'd be an each way bet as well. The Flying 5 is £2.55. Art Power is 5 for 5 in Ireland, 4 for 4 at the Curragh. The other racing one was in Navan. That Boutamont, we won on him in Newcastle last year when the Good Friday. 16-1 shot that day. Moss Tucker is a favourite of mine. It was 40-1 earlier, but the ground, if there was cut in the ground, it would have a chance, even though it's only rated 109. It was 4th last year in the Prix de l'Abbé over 5. It seems to have improved as well this year because it won on good ground the last day, and it was 6 Art Power and second to Ladies Church on good ground earlier. It seems to have turned a corner, I thought. I was impressed with it the last of the way it ran. I had a few pounds on it earlier each way at 40-1, just sort of for sentimental sake more than anything else. Highfield Princess is the logical favourite. Brad Sell, second favourite. It looks to be going abroad, unless Moss Tucker can do the business, but I doubt it. But be interested to see how Boutamont runs tomorrow. He won in France there recently. He won in a quick time. There's a listed race there. He was fairly clipping it that day. Anyway, we have to get this in the oven and get to bed. Bash the bookies, over and out.